Saturday Night Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to all of their records. We rank them from worst to best, and we give our biggest banger, stinker from each of them, and we try to have a good time doing it. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And usually, and what we normally do too, before we do the rankings, we get into our 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge. It's where we connect the band of the week to our boy Tom. I did one. I did my homework. You clearly didn't, right?
I did 2.
Oh, you did too. Okay. So
one of them is an easy given, though.
All right. So well, if you didn't know, we're doing X. We're doing X today. We're ranking all 9 of their records. But let's connect the band X to our boy Tom DeLonge. So you'll start first. I'll go, and then you finish it off.
It's like the obvious one is with Exene and Pennywise. They did a collaboration together. And then, as we all know from various podcasts, Pennywise and Blink on tour together, and Fletcher just absolutely terrorizing the guys in Blink.
Yeah, that's
which is so cool. Also, I was reading this week too, which I didn't know. Maybe we've talked about it before, but I don't remember talking about it ever. But there was an interview in late '90s, early 2000s. It had to have been after Enema blew up then. But Modest Mouse kind of threw some shade at Blink. And called them immature and said, no, we will probably never tour with people like that. But he never said anything like that. But then people asked Travis about it, and Travis was like, oh, yeah, there's a band from the Seattle area. And they kept going on, and I was like, it was Modest Mouse. He said they were immature, and they don't like to tour with us or whatever. And I was like, oh, that would be a weird bill, Modest Mouse and Blink playing together.
It wouldn't make any sense. No sense.
But I never knew there was I don't want to call it a beef, but I never knew there was a tiff there.
Beef on one side. I feel like Blink didn't give a shit.
Not at all.
For this,
especially at that time, I don't give a fuck about
guys.
anything.
No, not at all. All right, so mine is also the song, the cover of "We're Desperate" from the Punk-O-Rama, where Exene, she was on it with Jim Lindberg of Pennywise. They covered the song together, and it's fucking great. Then we get into Jim is in Pennywise with Byron, who plays drums in Pennywise. Byron is a fill-in drummer for the Vandals, has been for decades, and Brooks Wackerman is also a fill-in for the Vandals. Brooks Wackerman played on Tom DeLonge's solo record. There you go. There we go. X to Tom DeLonge. Awesome. Good job. Thank you. So what do you got?
I mean, I already did it, but that's fine. This one's kind of fun.
You didn't go the route I went, but that's okay too.
Whatever, it's fine. You took one extra step just to get to the most obvious one.
Isn't that what this whole thing is?
Here's a good one, actually.
Okay, we'll see.
Bone Break, the drummer, he has filled in on drums for the Germs in his career. The Germs' early drummer, but she never played a show, was Belinda Carlisle of the Go-Go's fame.
Mm-hmm.
The Go-Go's last record, God Bless the Go-Go's, featured Billy Joel Osmond. That's what I was trying to. I was literally trying to think of his last name. Yes, I was going to say Hammett, but that wasn't his name. That's why I stuttered. Billy Joel Osmond. Yeah, Billy Joel Osmond on guitar, and then Billy Joel to the Blinks.
Okay, there you go.
Did you know that Belinda Carlisle was the early drummer of the Germs?
I had no idea.
I didn't know that until a couple weeks ago when one of it was Pricing Records, and the Belinda Carlisle record was on there. And then somebody in one of our regulars came in and was like, oh, do you know she played in the Germs? Of course, I'm like, are you the punk band the Germs? Like, yeah, she was the first drummer. I was like, I don't think so, bro. I think you're completely wrong on this. Even though the Go-Go's were there in the beginning of the punk rock movement.
Yeah, but they were
the 70s.
They're so vanilla punk rock.
Yeah, but they turned into they didn't start off as Germs punk rock, but they definitely started off faster. Then they became with Let It Beat and shit like that. But yeah, Belinda Carlisle was an early drummer for the Germs, but she got sick before they played their first show, and then they replaced her with whoever, and she never actually played with the Germs. She practiced with them, but never actually played a show.
Wow, that's news to me.
But still made me respect her just a little bit more.
Well, the Germs suck. I don't give a fuck. The Germs
but
suck.
That's cool. That's cool to be
yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're such an iconic band, but
it's Maya Rudolph playing drums and fucking That Dog. It's cool
fun
to see.
It's fun trivia.
Fun trivia. Next time you're at the poob. At the poob. Oh, let's go to the poob then.
What are you talking about?
When you're doing trivia at the poob.
Oh, the poob. I was saying poop.
No, the
P-O-O-P.
Pub. There we go. Sorry,
Pub.
Sometimes my home country accent comes into play.
All right. So let's get into the album rankings. Fucking X, man. They have 9 records. Like I said, we're gonna give our biggest banger stinger from each of them, and we'll get through this probably pretty quick. So, what do you got for the worst X record? Go.
I hope this is your worst record because this record's a turd, and that's Ain't Love Grand, their 5th record, 85. Dude, this is not good at all. They got this dude from Elektra because like X isn't like selling 1 million fucking copies, and so they got this almost like house producer for Elektra who produced a bunch of metal bands, and like metal like Accept and like shitty fucking
not good bad.
What the fuck else he produced, like bad Motley Crue and stuff. Just a bunch of like hair metal band. Who gives a fuck? A couple of these songs like are tolerable at best, but overall this is an absolute turd. And it doesn't even sound like an X record. It doesn't even sound like a good metal record. It doesn't sound like anything. It sounds fucking like AI or some shit. It's bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did do a banger and stinker for everything, but Burning House of Love, this is the opener. This is the only tolerable one, but this 100% sounds like shitty hair metal. And Around My Heart, it was like one of the worst songs I've ever done. Dumb, slow, cheesy, terrible.
Okay. All right. So Ain't Love Grand is also my number 9. This is the only album that was truly bad. Everything else is just okay to great.
Yes.
This one's really bad. 5th record, 1985, and you're right. Yeah, this is a time where they weren't making it. They weren't selling enough records, so they got a big name metal producer, and it's just the 80s productions all over this. The synth, the big, stupid fucking overdone guitars, the big drum sounds. It sucks, man. It's cheesy. It's dumb. It's so try hard. Like it's so disingenuous. This record just sucks. Banger. If I had to choose one, What's Wrong With Me? It's the only song that kind of sounds like their old stuff, but barely. And then the stinker, the worst song they've ever done. My Soul Cries in Your Name. My soul cries your name. My soul cries your name. That was absolute fucking trash. That song was terrible. So, yeah, Ain't Love Grand. I don't want to talk about this one anymore. It's stupid. So what do you got for number 8? Go.
My next 2 I don't really want to talk about either. More Fun in the New World, their 4th record. Best way to put this is goofy, upbeat, but fucking goofy. Just stupid. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is a clear example of a band that they want so hard to be big, right? But they're so rooted in like punk music, and it's just never gonna happen, especially in this time. Now we'll break through later on with like pop punk and stuff, and like with Alphabet, but like X was just never gonna be that band in 1983. Drunk in My Past, I don't care, who cares? And then Hot House, cheesy garbage. I don't care about this record.
All right, so my number 8, See How We Are, 6th record from 1987, the follow up to the worst record, and they dished a lot of the 80s production and sound there, but there's no remnants of the punk style at all anymore. This is really more of a hard rock record mixed with some power pop. I just don't care. I thought it was just mediocre. I mean, this is the first record without Zoom on guitar. They had a guy named Tony Gilkison who played with the band for several years. The guy named Dave Alvin also played guitar on the record, but then he quit the band shortly after. But otherwise, yeah, this is forgettable. Honestly, forgettable. It's just more of the 80s shit with a little less synth and not as loud production. But banger, if I had to choose one, In the Time It Takes, stinker, See How We Are, just a bad ballad with some country thrown in there. Awful. I'm over it. So let's go to 7.
Good.
Go.
See How We Are, baby. It's funny because Billy Zoom left the band. He joined this band called the Blasters, which like people that grew up in the 80s and like 80s bad music like Def Leppard and stuff, they love the Blasters, and the records only sell for like $10 or $15. But whenever the Blasters in, man, like all those same guys that buy the shitty fucking 80s stuff, they come in and they buy the Blasters, and it's so generic. But anyway, Billy Zoom left X and joined the Blasters, and then Dave Allen, who was from the Blasters, left the Blasters and joined X. They did like a little swap. That was kind of funny. But anyway, he fit right in because he plays very similar to Billy's, that rockabilly style. But this record is tired, man. It's kind of different music with the same sort of like harm wail that Zine and John Doe normally do, but put to like Bruce Springsteen music. This is fucking dumb. 4th of July was my best song. And it's just because, like, it was on an episode of Sopranos, and we can talk about The Sopranos for a quick second. It was the episode where where Meadow and Finn were dating, and then Meadow was all mad because, like, remember Johnny got taken away from his daughter's wedding and put in handcuffs and stuff, and she's like, that was so unfair. Why can't she just wait until after the wedding was over? And then Finn was like, dude, do you realize that, like, you're crying about, like, being treated unfairly by, like, the police, but, like, your dad's going to kill Vito for being gay. And she gets all mad and, like, walked out of the room, remember?
Yeah, I do.
Because she's like a hypocrite, little fucking spoiled brat. Anyway, but like the stinkers, I have 4th of July because that's such a fucking terrible, terrible song. And also See How You Are, See How We Are. Dude, these are Bruce Springsteen ripoffs.
Yeah,
straight up.
Yeah.
It's fucking bad. This is bad.
All right, my number 7.
I should have put this lower. This is bad. I'm mad.
I'm telling you that it is really bad. See How We Are is really bad. Number 7 for me. Jesus from 7th record from 1993. This is their all rock record. I mean, we're grunge is in, going crazy at this point. Indie rock's coming up.
No,
it's just, and they made an all rock record. It's mid tempo. It's just kind of boring. I just don't really care too much for this. I don't think they do this sound that well. Even the punk stuff, like some of the stuff, I just don't care too much about. Like even on the first 2-3 records, there's some songs that I'm just like, okay, this is cool, it's cute, but them doing this all rock in 93, I don't really care that much. I think it's just totally fine. I get it. They're trying to go with the times, go with the flow, go with the whatever's popular at the time, but I just don't think they do this stuff well. So Jesus, my number 7. What do you got for number 6?
Jesus, their 7th record, 93. Like, this bit's not even Spotify, so it's fucking annoying.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's on
pisses
Spotify.
me off. They had a couple members here, keyboardists, of course. Not that I have anything against, like, keyboards. I objectively think the piano's, like, the coolest instrument you could possibly, like, learn how to play, but not, like, in a band setting, right? Like, that's just dumb, dude. Like, you just look like I don't know, that's stupid.
It's like the gateway instrument into other instruments, to me.
But, like,
that's how I feel like piano is.
Like people that are great at the piano, I feel like can be great at anything. Like I put any fucking instrument in front of them, like they'll be pretty goddamn good at it no matter what. If they're great at the piano, but still, the piano's not. It's not fucking rock and roll, dude. It's goofy. It's dumb. You're not Fats fucking Domino. Get over it.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Fats Domino was the only cool one. Little Richard was kind of cool. Little Richard was not cool.
No, Little Richard. Come on,
cool
Little Richard was pretty cool.
Not cool as Fats Domino. Fats Domino was the coolest.
Fats Domino was cool, but
piano
Little Richard, come on.
He's fine.
Fuck out of here.
Too much pomp and circumstance going on there.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. The record just doesn't do anything well except for like the closer, which I'll talk about in a second. I like Zine better when she's not a good singer.
How do you say her name?
Like Zine.
Okay, that's what I wasn't. Okay.
But then her and I on a pretty close basis. I call her Zine or Zini sometimes. So.
I mean, yeah, I know. I knew you were talking with her a couple days ago. She called you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I like Zini better when she's not a good singer, which I don't blame her for becoming a good singer. That's just the nature of the beast. And you're in a band for so long. I like her better when she's shrieking and frantic. This was just stupid. Like there's a lot of sounds they're doing here, but they do nothing of them correctly. Someone watching, that's the opener, and this is what I'm talking about. Just like, is this supposed to be alt rock? Is it supposed to be grunge? It's supposed to be punk? Like I don't know what the fuck this is. And like John Doe singing in the early days is fine, but him carrying a song later on when he's a good singer, it's just so fucking vanilla to me. The closer, though, Drawn in the Dark, this would have made my top 10. It's a 6-minute closer. It's fucking fantastic. Killer bass line, winky fun, sight guitars, but everything's sped up a little bit to be a little bit more punk. And I loved Exene singing on this one. I thought this was an amazing song. That's why it's so high.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. My number 6 is Smoke and Fiction. Their final record, their last record, 9th record from 2024.
That's low, baby.
This record's fine. This record's totally fine. It's definitely more in the style of their earlier mid-tempo rockabilly, more of a rockabilly kind of style on this one. Everything's good. There's really nothing bad about it. If I had to pick a stinker, it would be Face in the Moon. But no, it's just it's good. But they lost quite a bit of energy from after Alphabet Land, which we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, Smoke and Fiction, it's totally fine. But they just did the mid-tempo rockabilly stuff better in the 80s. And this just sounds a little too derivative for them, unlike Alphabet Land, which was something super cool. But anyway, banger, Sweet Till the Bitter End, sick punk song. I mean, yeah, there are a couple punk things on here, but yeah, and this is one of them. So, killer song. But otherwise, Smoking Fiction, not a bad record at all, but kind of got to put it somewhere. So, it's my number 6.
Okay.
So, what do you got for number 5?
That's crazy. I don't know why you like this fucking More Fun in the New World album so much. It's not very good.
Okay.
But okay, you'll get there and say your dumb opinions later on. Number 5 for me is Alphabet Land, your 9th record, 2020. I remember seeing this so much at Grace when like we started collecting. And I was like, dude, this is like I really want to buy this. But it was so expensive at the time. And I wish I really would have bought it because they discounted it for like heavily. It was like $8 or some shit at some point. But I still like 2020 X is still making record. Like, nah. But anyway, this is like their pop punk record. They got the pop punk thing going on. They got Rob Schnapf, who worked with a lot of pop punkers in the day. He did fucking Save Today, some of their best records. It's a pretty back to basics records overall. There's not a ton of extra like arrangements. The songs aren't structured like they would have been post Los Angeles. It's just like down and dirty fucking punk rock, but pop punk. There's a lot of pop in here. And it's fun. They got Robbie Krieger to lay down some guitar work on it, which I think is super dope. Just like, I think it's cool whenever artists work with their inspirations or heroes, even if I don't like that person. I think it's cool. It's cute.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's cute.
The excitement,
Yeah, the excitement. Like I'm empathetic to that, and it's exciting for me. That I'm excited that you're excited. The banger, Alphabet Land, like Jesus fucking Christ, dude, this sounded like MH418, bro. Like this was crazy. I was, what the fuck? I was like, this is an amazing pop punkage here, and this is just, I mean, that was just like the song that I liked a lot. There's a lot of songs on this that I really, really enjoyed. I don't think this is vinyl worthy. If it came through the store, I probably would take it home and listen to it again. But it was really, really good. My worst song is Serrano's Burger, fucking whatever that song was. I don't know. It was just the most like 80s new wave sounding song on the record. But it wasn't terrible. It was still pretty good.
All right. My number 5, Under the Big Black Sun, third record from 1982. I know people are going to, you're so stupid. This makes me so mad.
You are so stupid. I know.
This makes me so mad.
This is why people like comment on our YouTube videos. This made me mad. Because of your dumb fucking opinions.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, third record from 1982. This is the first major label album. They signed to Elektra, and at this point, it has a lot of the punk leanings, but it's not nearly as aggressive. It goes more into the power pop elements, which is cool too. It's still a good record. I'm not really knocking this record. There's only one bad song, and it's Come Back to Me. It's that slow song with the sax on it. That's stupid. Just that way of playing the saxophone, I hate. And they did it so much in the 80s. I hate it.
Like that Men at Work. That
yes. I don't even know how to explain what that style is, but it's like every rock band that had a saxophone in the 80s had that style of sax playing. I hate it.
I always envision like
even Fear, but at least in Fear it was cool and it was like self-deprecating almost.
It wasn't always cool though. I imagine like music videos when they do like that sax thing, and like everybody's building up and the camera's like kind of like below and like looking up at everybody, and it kind of like slowly goes into like the sax player, and they go like and kind of goes like this thing. That's what I always imagine.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
But that's wrong. That's a wrong opinion though that you have.
But anyway, it's a good record. I know people love this record. You pretend to like it, even though you don't even like X. And banger, The Hungry Wolf. Just I love the way that Exene and John just harmonize with each other. The vocal harmonizing is just really what makes this band so cool and so unique, because it's a little off. It's always a little off, but it's just a great song, and it's a cool album. Under the Big Black Sun, cool album. Wouldn't get it on vinyl. I'm not vinyl worthy. I would not get anything up to this point on vinyl. So
I think the only thing you're going to get on vinyl is Wild Gift, which is your number 1. And LA's your number 2, which is going to be so fucking stupid.
How do you even know that?
Because you have way too many songs in your top 10 from Wild Gift and not enough from Los Angeles. I think Los Angeles is like, it's just not good enough. I know it's punker, but it's just not good enough. I like it more pop, because you pretend to be like this fucking punker over here, which you're just a fucking poser. You're a peepee.
You sound like Raleigh.
You're a peepee.
No. He says you're just wait. What does he yell? He says you're just a
fucking errand boy.
no, he says, you're just a fucking asshole. That's what he said. You're just a fucking asshole. Fucking Raleigh soliloquies.
You're a pee-pee. You're a punker poser.
Punker poser. Okay. So what do you got for number 4? Go.
I don't know. Smoke and Fiction. Smoke and Fiction, their last record. I think you severely like underestimated this, and I think it might have to do with just you coming in later on today and finishing this up, because this is an incredible way to like end cap your career. Farewell tour, a statement saying this is our last record. I know people say it all the time, but as of right now, this is fucking it, right? This came out last year, so this is it. And then you put a record out that's like truly back to the beginning kind of thing. All original members, no guest musicians, something that's like truly, truly their own thing. And it's not just, like fucking Under the Big Black Sun or Wild Gift. There is like remnants of Los Angeles in there. There is songs on here that are fucking hard as shit. But then, yeah, of course, there's going to be like, these guys have grown as people. They're not the same person. It's not derivative. It's something that you would expect from a more mature band that isn't just going to crank out like 2-minute punk tunes, because that would be disingenuous, right? Like, this is the best thing you possibly could have done, because they don't sing the same anymore. She doesn't have that shrill shriek, and like they do harm better, so they can't be off time anymore, because it would be like, oh, they're just trying to fucking recreate that. That's dumb. Like, no, they're showing you where we're at as people, then where we came from as people, as a band, and then we're done. And like, that's it. I think it's fucking amazing. I think it's under 30 minutes. Like, my God, like fucking perfect. This is the most perfect way to go out, dude. Like, this is incredible. Like, I don't know. If you could like see your death, right? And like, how would I go out? Like, how would I want to die? Like, what's the coolest way I could fucking die? Right? As a band, as a LOC band, how would you want to go out? Like, this is it. This is it. It's fucking amazing. Face the Moon, banger. This may be the heaviest song they've done. Super fucking fuzzed out guitar. Very, very dirty sound coming out. This song was wild. They've never done something like this before. Worst song, I don't know, Baby and All. It's a good song, though. I don't care. I don't have a worst song for there.
I think the combination of Alphabet Land and then Smoke and Fiction is the perfect way to end the band, because Alphabet Land is their more punky side, their more pop punky side, all that kind of stuff. It's for those folks. The Smoke and Fiction is the Under the Black Sun and More Fun in the World. That's what that record is for. It's almost like they made a double album. They made one album for the punkers. They made one album for like the new wave 80s kids. That's what I kind of feel it was, which is really cool too. That's a great way to end your career, and I think it was intentional.
Don't forget, like, a lot of the songs from Wild Gift and even into like Black Sun were written before Los Angeles. Yeah, those are all old demos and songs.
No, I know.
They've all been throwing out.
But it doesn't matter when it was written. I'm just saying what was on record.
It does matter when it was written.
But I'm just saying what was on record. That's all I'm referring to. And I think, and what's cool, like I said, what's cool is about with Alphabet Land, you get the punker stuff, more of the punker stuff, and then on the Smoke and Fiction, you get more of the power pop. You get more of the 80s kind of, not new wave, but just more 80s kind of stuff. So it's cool. I think Smoke and Fiction is a cool record.
I think you ranked it drastically too low.
Nah, I didn't.
Not that I care that much, where I'm going to be like, you should go back and listen to it. I don't care that much, but I do think you ranked it too low.
That's okay. So my number 4, More Fun in the New World, 4th record from '83.
This is like fucking having a generic fucking stupid album. Okay, go ahead.
No, I this is a solid record. Obviously there's a lot less punk on this one, and they really kind of dive into the power pop stuff. There's still quite a bit of rockabilly, a little bit of country on here. I dig it. I think it's a good progression for the band. I think it's the best progression for the band. If they're not going to keep with the punk stuff, this is the best way they could have gone. I feel like they tried to do this with Under the Big Black Sun, but they didn't fully commit on that record, and on this one they did. The full power pop kind of shit, and I thought they did it really well. Also, John's vocals on this record specifically, but through his whole career, but this record specifically, sounds like Greg from the Bouncing Souls. All I kept hearing was Greg singing.
Oh yeah,
through the whole fucking record. Like so much. But no, I think this is really good.
Sounds like John.
Yeah, Greg sounds like John. But either way, yeah, I heard a ton of the similarities in their vocals on this record specifically. But I really like this record. I love the song I See Red. That's my banger off this record, hands down, my favorite song on here. It's like one of the true like kind of punchy in the face punk songs too. It's cool. Stinker, True Love Part 2, part number 2. What I don't know how you want to say it. It's this weird funk song. It's the last song on the record. It's silly. It's stupid. Has no place on any of their records. It makes no sense at all. It's not that well done. It's just kind of dumb. So there you go. I See Red, my banger.
I see red. I see
And my
red.
number 4, More Fun in the New World. So what do you have for number 3? Go.
Wild Gift, their second record, your favorite record. There's nothing inherently wrong with this one. There's not, and this would get close to it too. Like we're getting up there, but it's definitely it's a dip into their backlog, and they're not as exciting, and they're not pushing anything forward. There's songs here that are their first songs. Like We're Desperate. That's an early fucking song for them. What happens here is we get Billy playing 2 different guitar parts. We get Billy playing like his typical punker stuff like he would on the early X songs, but then we get kind of like the rockabilly, more nuanced things that they'll get into through like half of Los Angeles and then throughout the rest of their career. And it just seems a little bit disjointed, and yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's still a good record. I really do think that it almost sounds like you have 2 different guitar players on this one. That's my biggest gripe, which again,
It's not a bad thing though.
It's not a bad thing. It's just this has to be somewhere. I liked Black Sun more than this one. The worst song was Back to the Base, just a little too short. I have nothing. I don't use a fuck. The best song, obviously, is We're Desperate. That's a fucking banger of a song. That's stupid, stupid good. Even though I do think the Pennywise version is better. It's more exciting for me. Like Bone Break as a drummer, like he doesn't get enough recognition in it, and we'll talk about it later on. But like Bone Break slays this fucking song, slays this song. Because the Pennywise, it's Pennywise featuring Zini. It's not like Jim with X, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. The way I said it earlier was wrong. Yeah,
it wasn't wrong. It's just it was misleading.
Meaning it was wrong. So
no,
it was wrong.
No,
I'll admit when I'm wrong. I'll admit
it's
when
not
I'm wrong.
wrong.
And I'm not wrong a lot. And I'm not wrong a lot.
When you're wrong. But
and I'm not wrong a lot.
It wasn't wrong. It was just misleading.
No, it was wrong. No, it was wrong. It's fine.
That's not
I'll admit
wrong.
when I'm wrong. I'm not wrong a lot, but I'll admit when I'm wrong.
You like fucking saying the word wrong, don't you? You said
wrong.
like 35 fucking times in that little fucking 2-minute period.
I was wrong. So my number 3 is ready for this one?
It better not be fucking Los Angeles, baby girl. There's no way. There's no way.
Could have been. Honestly, Alphabet Land is my 3 right now. I really think it could be my number 2. But yeah, I really, really liked Alphabet Land. This is a great record. First record in 27 years. First record with the original lineup in 35 years right here. This is like we touched upon earlier. We talked about a little bit ago. This is them throwing it back to like the punkier stuff, and just really just kind of having fun as older people now with modern production. It's not as gritty as the first 2 records, but damn, dude, the songs are all here. They're so much fun. The harmonizing's back. It's like there's like a fair share of the Exene and John stuff, because as you get kind of later into the career, John kind of takes over as the lead vocalist. But here, this record just has some great back and forth. I really, really love it. Great harmonizing, like I said. I loved Alphabet Land. I would get this on vinyl. We're vinyl worthy at this point.
I should have bought it for you when it was $8.
I know. This is a really, really, really good record. Banger, Delta 88 Nightmare. This is the fastest and most aggressive song they've ever done, hands down. You can't even argue it. This song is so incredibly good. It's so tight, and it's not like overly aggressive, like hardcore punk, like fucking Minutemen or Black Flag or some shit like that. Like there's still so much melody in this song, and it's fuzzy as hell. It's a great song. Love this song. Stinker, All the Time in the World. It's not bad. It's just the last song, and it's just a piano and the spoken word thing, so it's right up your alley. But not necessarily my thing, but it's a closer. Who cares? But Alphabet Land, man, this is just whenever you hear a band like say, "Oh, we're gonna throw it back to our first couple albums, our original sound, whatever," and like 95% of the time it just falls flat. It's never nearly as good. This is one of the very few examples of where you know what? This actually is like almost a better version of what they were doing originally. Alphabet Land is incredible. Get the fuck out of here. It's incredible. And this is just a great fucking record. You're dumb for thinking otherwise.
Okay.
I know people listening, they have the nostalgia goggles on. They're like, oh, there's no way you can be better than fucking Under the Big Black Sun. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a little bitch. You know, you're going to get those stupid idiots. But
I think the people that listen to our pod were not born in the fucking early 70s.
But even still.
Nobody has nostalgia for X.
Well, I mean, but you can still have nostalgia after the fact. You know, like
I forgot. Here we go, crying over fucking
friend of the
Ozzy
pod
dying
Annie.
the whole fucking time.
Friend of the pod Annie, she grew up and she loved listening to X, but she wasn't born until 1986. So it's like she missed the heyday of X, but she still loves this fucking band. So
Pen broke.
Anyway, that's fun. So anyway, Alphabet Land, it honestly could be my number 2, but whatever. So what do you got?
I'm done hearing your stupid opinions.
I know, I'm done. I'm saying go, continue.
Yeah, I'm done. I'll do mine, and then we'll just go into the album of the week because I don't want to hear your fucking top one. This is being annoying. Number 2 is Under the Big Black Sun, their third record. This is the true transition for them. This is a more mature record than their first two. Everybody's a better musician by this time, and they're not like going out of their wheelhouse. They're just tighter. They're taking chances, and it's paying off. There's a lot more strong melodies. Zenie's a better singer. Billy playing some sax, which I don't fucking hate. I don't know why you hate it so much. The sax can be a very, very obnoxious instrument. It for sure can be, but also can be fucking amazing. This is a deeper record, like lyrically and tonally, right? Like inspired by the death of Zenie's sister, and it's a darker album overall. Like I actually dig like the non-punk tracks more than anything else here. Because they're fun and lighthearted with like a little bit of punk rock leanings, like the title track. That's one of them. But then they also showcase like a different side that they try to do on their first record and their second record. Their second record is essentially their first record. There's really no difference. The same fucking songs. They've been trying to do this for 2, 3, 4 years already, but they just weren't good enough yet. And so like I'll do my stinker first. The Have Nots, the closer. I don't know. I really don't have a stinker. I just put that one because the last thing is a little bit too long. But my banger here is Come Back to Me, bro. Are you crazy? Are you insane? This is the slower Exene song. It's just so fucking pretty. Like imagine Stefani thing, like mixed with an old kind of like Billie Holiday swing blues vibe to it. Fucking hell, dude. This is a top 10.
But Billy's sax playing is just so bad on it.
But it's not Men at Work sax playing. It's like grimy.
It's close.
No, it's not even fucking close at all. Your ears are just, you have cloth fucking ears right now. It's just crazy to me.
Don't use that Britland slang. Don't use that Brummy slang with me. Fucking idiot.
Lying me trash slang. You're so fucking wrong for this. This is like Dick Tracy kind of shit. This is so goddamn good. This might be like her best song. It's amazing. You're so fucking wrong about that. And you're wrong putting Los Angeles at number 2. But go ahead.
Los Angeles.
Put that number 2.
My number 2 is Los Angeles.
I know.
The album of the week. So we're not going to get into this too much because we're going to break down this record more on the main episode. So don't bitch and complain about it. Just go listen to the goddamn episode. My number 1, Wild Gift. I don't care. Second record, 81. This is just it's not that much better than Los Angeles, but I just like the punkier stuff. I like the edgier stuff. I think they do it well, and that's what more of this record is. Okay, I get it. They wrote a lot of the songs at the same time.
There's only one song on this.
I don't care.
Punkier than the first record. Only one.
I don't care. I don't care. I just think the songs are better.
You don't care
I think the melodies are better. But in the end, it's just like I'm really just kind of splitting hairs here. It's not that much. It's not that much better than they're really not much better than each other. But Wild Gift just really it got me this week. I really enjoyed it. I did listen to this record twice. I listened to Los Angeles 3 times. I really liked because I wanted to make sure that Los Angeles wasn't my number 1, and so I listened to Wild Gift twice.
Twiced it up, baby.
But no, this is an incredible record, and also fucking all like if you look at all the ratings across the board, Rolling Stones, whatever bullshit publication, they list both Los Angeles and Wild Gift as perfect, A+, like 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. It's just crazy, but no, and there's a reason for it. These are some incredible songs. I don't have a stinker. I don't care. I just don't care.
That's cool. I did my homework. Remember in the beginning of the episode? I did my homework. Did you? And then you proceed not to do your homework.
No, I did do my homework, and I came to the conclusion
so
that there are no
what's your
stinkers.
stinker? Gotcha. I didn't do my... We're not talking about stinkers. It's the worst song. It's the best song and the worst song. And they have to be ranked, right? They can't all be the best, because then what the fuck is the point? So like the homework actually is the best song and the worst song. When I listen, I say B and W, not S. So you did not do your homework.
Oh. They're just... Okay. Banger, We're Desperate. We already talked about this. This is a killer song, and it's so much fun. The way she kind of screams and just strains her voice is so fucking good in the early days. So Wild Gift, my number one. Obviously, your number one is Los Angeles. And we're gonna get into that. And we're gonna get into that on the main episode. So go listen to that. And thanks for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's it. That's all.